Yes, people. Welcome to Football Takeover. I'm G Talks Arsenal here for your preview show of Wolves versus Arsenal. So I'm joined by obviously Bobby in the background. So big up Bobby as usual. My partner in crime, Coach Ali. How you doing, bro?
Yeah, I'm good, boys. Not too bad. Busy day, but here we are in the gym doing our
Nice,
stream.
nice. Nick, how you doing, bro?
I'm doing very well, thank you. Yeah, happy to be back here and it's ready to talk Arsenal.
Excellent. And Brenny, what's going on your sides?
Yeah, all good, all good. Still recovering from two hilarious shows yesterday. Nick was on with one of them with me on Tottenham Hotspur till we die. That was hilarious, but we could have battered them. We could have battered them some more, but Nick and I, we went easy. We were. You know what I mean?
Well done, boys.
And, but and big up to Arsenal above all.
Yes, absolutely.
Nice.
Big Mike.
Nice. And last but no means least, Neil, how's it going?
Yeah, we're good, boys. Day off today, so just chilling, relaxing, catching up, and then back to work tomorrow.
Excellent. So yeah, obviously we're here for what is, like I say, a big game, huge game. I think every game now until the end of the season is going to feel like that. So yeah, I mean, before we kind of get onto the slides, head-to-heads, kind of player stats, etc., lineups, whatever. I'll come to you first, Neil. I'll do it in reverse order this evening. How are you feeling as we obviously approach the game? We've got we had a really nice, convincing win, rotated side at the weekend against Wigan, Mansfield in the next round, boop. So yeah, how are you feeling? Obviously approaching tomorrow night's game against Wolves.
Yeah, good. Feeling positive. It was nice to see a little bit of a different style of football. Playing the FA Cup was quite refreshing to see that. I thought for a change, we actually blitzed them first up as quick as possible, put them to bed. And yeah, I think we could have scored a lot more. I liked the setup we went out with. Really liked it a lot. I mean, I know we're not going to have that same setup. We know he's going to sort of, I think, rock back to Zubimendi and Rice playing. But no, really positive. And I think, listening to the noise around the team, listening to what Arteta had to say today, I'm going to follow a bit more of a positive outlook. The next two games, I think the next two games are easily winnable for us. And I'm going for a big one against Wolves.
Nice. Bernie, how about you?
Yeah. Well, tomorrow's game, it's one of them games where, you know what, we should win. Wolves are fighting for their lives, but I don't think it'll be the same performance as it was at home against them.
Okay.
I think it'd be a totally different performance, and I think we should just blow them away early. Stop, don't. Let's not be cautious here. In the first 25 minutes, I expect to be 2-0 up, and I want us to get to a point where we can get to half time. We're 3-0 up. We're controlling the game in the second half, and then we can make the substitutions and just be prepared. Just get ready for Sunday. I don't want it to be we're in a tense situation where we're just being cautious. 60 minutes have gone already and it's 0-0. We can't afford that, and this is it's a must win. I know some will say it's a must not lose, but for me it's a must win, and we need to let City do the work. Make them work for their wins. Make them work for the points. For us to go 7 ahead. That's what we need to do instead of making it easier for them. So yeah, I think that's what we need to do. I think we'll win the game, but we can. If the lads are they just play, I think we'll be fine. That's yeah.
No, it makes sense. And I mean, you touched upon something there, saying that it's a must-win game. I mean, if we don't win this game, yeah. I mean, even me, I'm quite level-headed and rational. but I think even me, I'll probably be in the Tyler. I'll be in the Tyler chat come full time. So,
camped
so
out.
you know what I mean? So
I'll be joining you.
The gloves, Coach Ali, as you say, the gloves will come off. So
Literally.
the boys have to turn up and win this game tomorrow night. Zero excuses. Obviously, I'll come to you next, Nick. So how you feeling? Obviously, you've heard from Neil, you've heard from Brenny. Pretty confident, pretty optimistic approaching the game. Potential banana skin, or you feeling confident too?
Wolves have got 9 points all season. They've got a better squad than that. So at some point, you would think that they're going to show a bit of pride and do something. I feel like we should have too much. We've got to take ourselves seriously as champions, right? And so I agree with Brenny. This is a must-win game. What I loved about the FA Cup game is that we turned up and we got the game done. And I've been crying out for that for absolute months. I've been coming on stream saying I want to see us to put the games to bed so we can get players off. You know, it'll be great if we can get to 70 minutes, the game's done, and we bring on Miles for Declan and Norgard for Zubi and rest the midfield for Tottenham. Do you know what I mean? It's just kind of like we've got to think tactically. And it's important to get this game done in the first half because we have got Tottenham. And so we've got to save those legs as much as possible. I mean, if there's any game where you're playing an extra game than your opponent, we're lucky it's the North London derby because the boys should be up for that no matter what. So the job is Wolves. We've got to be professional. I think if we can emulate the attacking movement against Wigan, Wolves will struggle with that because that's a very hard Arsenal to get to grips with. The way that the boys were moving in that first half and interchanging and rotating, particularly Saka and Noni, we bring that into this game, and we could get it definitely done by half time.
And obviously, lastly, Coach Ali.
Yeah, I was at the game on, as you boys know, I was at the Emirates on Sunday. It was an expected win. I think their boys done well, like the rest of the lads have said. I think it was a comfortable afternoon. Wigan were well organised, but just 2-3 levels off of the pace, to be quite honest. So, yes, encouraging signs in certain players' form and so on and so forth. But don't be fooled by that scoreline because Wolves are much better than Wigan. So it's not going to be as easy to play through them. And as Geeks has said, they've actually got a better squad than the 8-9 points they've put up this season. And since Christmas, they have picked up some form and some of the results have gone against them. So it's not going to be an easy game tomorrow. I still expect us to get the job done. And as all the boys have said on the panel, you know what I'm like, pick the right team and win because that's how good our squad is. So there will be no excuses. We have to win every single game. It's not about winning against Wolves and then drawing against Spurs. It's about win, and win some more. So that's where we're at.
Yeah, no, I hear it. I mean, it's funny, because like I just want to touch upon one comment that kind of came out a little bit earlier. I'm not sure if it's this one. So I just want to touch upon this one. I'm not going to go around the entire panel, so I don't know if anybody would particularly like to kind of answer it. Evening, fellas. Hope you are all good. This is from Damo 2024. What do you think about the Odegaard Arteta argument? True or media rubbish narrative? Anybody want to take that? Okay, Coach Charlie, go ahead.
Well, look, I was just following the comments, but according to Bobby, he wrote back and replied to that comment. And he's basically said, I look forward to my return so I can talk about so many things that are going on off of the pitch. So take that as you will. So
there it is.
And that's the comment. That's the Bobby banger there. It's not transfer news, but again, it's in-house stuff. But they're being professional. They're not showing it on the pitch if that has been the case. And obviously, Martin Odegaard's going to get some criticism. He's getting it in the media. He's getting it from the fans, rightly so. And I'm sure Mikel Arteta is in a last chance saloon when it comes to winning trophies with the Arsenal Football Club. So he is going to speak to him maybe in a polite manner, slightly aggressive manner, say, mate, what you doing? You're passing sideways and so on. Because that correlates with what I've been saying for the last 2 games. I was watching Arteta for pretty much the whole 90 minutes on Sunday because it was such an easy game. Same as Thursday, very positive in his mannerisms, wanting the players to push forward, the defensive line to go up onto the halfway line, for us to play forwards, pass forwards, encouraging Eze, clapping him every time he's done something good, and so on and so forth. And that went for other teammates as well. So Mikel is doing his bits. Is he perfect? I've said this numerous times. No, he is not. But when it comes to progressive football and trying to play on the front foot and being aggressive, he's showing me signs on the sideline as a coach that he wants to be aggressive and be positive and not be reactive. So these players on the pitch need to start playing on the front foot when we go 1-0 up and carry on being aggressive. So that's where we're at. And that comment that was put in the chat, it kind of correlates with Odegaard being dropped, and then Havertz came in, and then obviously he got injured, but Eze started against Brentford, and then Eze played against Wigan because he was injured. I personally believe if Odegaard was fit, he'd probably sit on the bench in this game. Why? Because Eze got 2 assists. You can't.
I agree.
You're trying to build your confidence in Eze, and then you put him on the bench against Wolves. It doesn't make sense to me.
No, it doesn't.
And also,
fantastic, Eze.
And also, sorry to say, but Odegaard should be coming up with criticism. So should every
100%.
single Arsenal player in this team. If you're not performing, you're up. You're next on the block. It's as simple as that. We're not here to act like we love everybody. In the end of the day, we're here to win football games and we're here to win a trophy this season. And you know what? Arteta is in for it, and I'm glad that Arteta, if he has had an argument with Odegaard, I'm glad he has. And I think that he should be saying to him, if you're not playing, anyone that's not playing properly, you know what? You don't like it. There's the door in the stomach. See you later.
Absolutely, and it's what we've been saying. It's not about favourites, and the rest of the squad sitting there going, "Why is he playing 5 out of 10, 6 out of 10 every game and getting in the team?" He's got it in the neck. He might be the club captain, but you're the one who's supposed to hold the standards. So it is important for the rest of the squad dynamics. If we're going to be a squad of winners, to be able to see that even the captain is not immune. What we're asking of one, we're asking of everyone.
100%.
It's constructive. It's constructive criticism.
Absolutely.
Family have disagreements all the time.
Absolutely.
And most of the time they make up and they crack on, and everyone's happy the next day. That's how it's got to be in the Arsenal family. That's what they are.
This kind of ties nicely with the kind of very next point I want to discuss quickly before we get onto the actual preview, because there has been a lot of breaking news today. Obviously, we've got the Saka contracts, we've got the news with regards 13,000 safe standing. You've got the Havertz possibility of not being out for as long as Orny obviously previously reported. And another thing that wasn't mentioned was obviously I think it was about a 3/4% increase in ticket prices, etc.
3.9%.
But the one that I really wanted to focus on, because we'll be here till Christmas if we try and discuss them all, is the Saka contract. Now, obviously, Saka's been holding this team down since he was 17 years of age. Consistently, his trajectory, goals and assists has gone up season on season and season. I think this is probably the first season where it's probably most likely not going in the same kind of upward trajectory, and there is context obviously with regards to injuries and stuff like that, but I mean, with a big contract and big wages comes big pressure, and also on the topic of criticism, he's always going to be a target of criticism for rival fans, because even when he was banging in top corn bangers like every week in, week out, like people will still criticize him, still saying that he's substandard. But we're not talking about people who are trying to be biased. We're not talking about people who are driving certain agendas or certain narratives with the pundits, with certain platforms, certain rival fans. But us as a fan base, it'd be quite interesting, because like the reports are he's going to be on well in excess of 300k. He's gonna have to earn these wages, So yeah, feel free. Obviously, Coach Ali, you had your hand up, but I'd be keen to actually hear all of your say on this because this is a huge contract. Like we wanted Saka to stay, he is now staying. It's five-year contract he signed in excess of 300k a week. I mean, does this massively, with this news breaking now, and obviously give your opinion on whatever you want to share, whatever it is about the Saka and the contract. But my question is, does this apply some serious pressure between now and the end of the season to fire us to a title?
Right.
Yeah, so from my point of view, just quickly, obviously we knew this news in the summer of 25. So
long time.
Bobby delivered that
Bobby
banger.
said, yeah.
Long time.
It's got dust on that file. So again, it just proves what we're doing here. So that's fantastic, and I'm glad it's been announced. With regards to the monies, and we signed him up in the summer of this year. So he was obviously coming off his injury, but his performances against Real Madrid and early in last season warranted that value. Now for him to now it's now flipped because his form has dipped from the start of the season all the way until now. He hasn't had a clean bill of health, which is unfortunate. Slightly worried, obviously, after his hamstring surgery, that he's come back how he has, and Havertz is performing how he is. So, same injury, different body language, different way of playing. They're at the opposite ends of confidence. He needs to step up. I think he's mentally strong enough to do it, that's for sure. I think playing him in the 10 could be a interesting move going forwards as well this season. If you want to fit Noni in the side, because that's the only way it's going to work with both of them in the side. But I personally, in a nutshell, believe that he will come out of this poor form. Class is permanent, form is temporary. He's a class football player, and Bukayo Saka will come good. And I wouldn't be surprised if he starts tomorrow and ends up getting a goal and assist and goes on a run. It's just the type of player he is. But now, between now and the end of the season, boys, he needs to stay injury-free for any type of GA to come to fruition.
Cool. Anybody else? Floor's yours.
Yeah, I was just going to say that for Bukayo, I mean, let's face it, is that they always line up. The Arsenal agenda, they're always line up and knock him. What I will say, though, if I'm to be absolutely honest, Bukayo wasn't very good on the back end of the last year, half of the second half of the season, came back, scored 2 goals, and then really, it's like we rushed him back too soon. You know, it was just kind of like he needed more time. And then into this season, the injuries have played a part, but that's a year now of where we haven't seen the best of Bukayo Saka. I think he's got high standards, and as long as he knows that he's got a drive for more, we're going to be good. The timing of the announcement's a little bit weird. Why this week? But if it does put that pressure on him and kicks in that competitiveness, and we now get the best Saka for the rest of the season, then it will make the title running that little bit more easy. So it could be like a little bit of a masterstroke there. In the 10, I just want to see him firing. It's like if Odegaard's in the team, take your shots, spin left, spin right, take your man on, and just be fearless. And I just want to see the boys be fearless, and hopefully that just energizes him, gets him going, makes him be the main man.
One thing I'll just quickly add on what Geeks has just said there about the pressure that he's under now. It's been announced, but he knew this at the beginning of the season because the contracts were signed, as far as we're aware, was in the summer, September. It was done a long time ago. So he's got no excuse to going forwards because he knew behind the scenes it was done. It's now official in the public domain as of this evening, right? And obviously, if you follow our content in the summer, you would have known it was coming anyway. But so that's another little bits of nuance to add to that. He knows already his performances are still dropping down. So what's gonna happen now to get him back up? Because Geeks is right, he needs to improve. So when is that gonna happen?
I think guys, I mean, I'll never hate on Saka. Ever. Like none of us ever have. I think, we will all protect that guy to the end, but his performances haven't been there. I don't think anyone can have an opportunity to say he's not. And for my opinion, I think he will do. I this evening I watched back the highlights of the Bayern game in the Champions League. Saka was outstanding. Saka was unplayable.
Yeah.
And I think he deserves this new contract for what he's done for the club and what he's doing for the club. And I think he will come back, and I think he will get to those performances this week, this season. And I think a big game to do it in is against Tottenham.
Yeah.
I think for me, it's I think Saka has he earned his contract? Yes, he has. Because of performances over the years.
Correct.
And obviously, you know what I mean? And also the fact that even though for me he hasn't peaked yet, what he needs to do as well is, I know we love, I mean, whenever we talk about players, I think role models, players we should look at are players of the past who, for me, have played for the Arsenal. And Saka bleeds like these legends of the past. Play for Arsenal,
Absolutely.
And I feel for me, what I think we'll see, what I hope to see from Saka, I hope to see something like like with Freddie used to pick up injuries, and Perez when he had that serious injury in 2002, and they changed their game slightly because I think Saka has intelligence, and I just think if the coaches could work with him on the training ground and just basically mature his game a bit, because it's not just about going past your man even though you may have lost a yard or two. I think the number 10 role, I think that could suit him in the future, especially with all he's doing with regards to injuries. It could be even like I'm going off club a bit now, like a John Barnes when he was the explosive winger. He went when we were kids. He was no longer an explosive winger, and he ended up becoming a centre midfield.
Switch up the play in transition.
Exactly. And I think if Saka was to get a little stronger, maybe he could be a 10 or an 8 in future. So for me, I think it's a big deal for the club. I think it's a happy day for the club. Happy day for Saka, obviously. He'd be spending money that we don't have. But but seriously though, I just think he can be that future 10 or future 8 as well. Or
10.
That versatility, But I think in terms of his dribbling, if he improves his dribbling slightly, he won't have to worry about pace. Because Diego Maradona as well. Diego Maradona wasn't blessed with pace, but he could just draw past them. He could draw past 11,000 people.
Well said.
So you know what I mean. So I know it's not all about pace. Don't get me wrong, but for me, I think he will be an intelligent footballer. I think in terms of by the time he's 27, 28, he'd developed and matured so much. He'd also now, and he could do it now, but I think in a few years to come, he'd be able to know what he's doing before he does it, if that makes sense. In terms of picking out a pass, you know what I mean? So no, I have high hopes for Bukayo Saka. I really do.
No, I appreciate it. Appreciate your thoughts, lads. And I think sometimes it's easy to forget that he hasn't even hit his prime yet. Do you know what I mean? In terms of, I mean, he's been around so long, and he's shouldered the responsibility of this team for so many years that sometimes it's easy to think that like he's still relatively quite young. So in terms of the comments, Brenny, there about him developing his game, 100% agree with that. So we're going to move on to obviously why we're here, which is obviously to preview the Wolves versus Arsenal game, which kicks off tomorrow night at 8 p.m. So you can see from obviously the stats on the screen, our head-to-head record. It's a favourable fixture for us. Played 23 times with 3 draws. So Wolves have won 3 times, 2 at home, 1 away. And then Arsenal have won 17 of those fixtures, 8 at home and 9 away. So it's definitely a favourable fixture for us. You can see here 2-1 win, 1-0 win, 2-0. Well, 2-2-0 wins, and then, a 2-1 win. So they haven't beaten us or got the better of us for a while. Fingers crossed that continues. Form, it's pretty obvious. We had a little bit of a dip in form. And then we've had kind of like, a little bit of a resurrection of form, whereas somebody pointed out that, Wolves have pretty much been abysmal all season. I think they've picked up only, someone mentioned they've picked up only 9 points all season. And looking at these stats as well, it's chalk and cheese. You've got Arsenal sitting in at first, top of the pile, and then obviously Wolves at the bottom of the table. We've won 17 games to their 1. Both teams have drawn 6. We've lost only 3 all season, whereas they've lost 19. You can see, the XG with regards goals scored per game, goal conversion is a lot less than us, conceded tons more, and obviously creating a hell of a lot less. We're going to breeze through the home and away records. And you can see again, these stats are massively favorable in our favor again. We're outscoring them 85-31. Open play goals 54-21. Set pieces, massive 25 for us, 7 for them. This one always does bother me, but we're not going to spend too much time on it. But we haven't really scored from a direct free kick. Hopefully that changes after the next summer transfer window. 4 penalties to their 2. And then obviously own goal, there it is again, 7 for us and 1 for Wolves. I'm not going to spend too much time again on these stats because I think it's pretty obvious. What we will talk about now is looking at these stats is you can see here that our average possession is about 57.5%. Their average possession is 43. And looking at the XG, looking at how many shots on target, big chances missed, etc., etc. What's going to be pretty clear from this game, and I'm going to take the stat now off the screen, is this is going to be a very one-sided game. Whether it comes down to, the actual score at the end of the match, I'm not going to sit here and disrespect Wolves. And at the end of the day, there are no easy games in the Premier League. Every single game, there are upsets that are possible. But one way or another, we're going to dominate this game. Wolves are not, we're not going to go to Wolves' home ground and they're not going to play us off the park. They're not going to have more of the ball than us. They're not going to have more chances than us. It's pretty clear that we're going to be the team that's in the ascendancy. We're going to be the team that has more corners, more possession, more shots, etc., etc. So I'll come to you, Ali, first of all for this one. How do you see, forget score predictions and stuff like that, because we'll get onto that. How do you see us approaching the game? How do you see the game playing out in the first kind of 20 to 45 minutes?
I see us approaching this game how we've approached the whole season, to be quite honest. Which is... This is the reality of where we are. We are a very efficient football club.
There's my eject to seat button.
when we played Wolves at home, they had 1 point or 2 points or 3 points max. I think it was over before Christmas, during Christmas period. The stats were just as well. They were worse, and that was our worst performance of the season. So, yes, the stats suggest that we should be winning this game by 2-3 goals. But I'm going into this game with a lot more caution than I did the first game. And I'm hoping the opposite happens. I'm always going to be of the mindset, throughout the whole of this season, pick the right team and win. I just want 3 points. We need to win our next, I'll be honest with you, boys. We need to win our next 5-6 Premier League games. It's as simple as that. Otherwise, it then really becomes squeaky bum time, as Sir Alex Ferguson famously said. We need to win this game. They're a very good side. They got some good players. I think Andre Gomez, he got sent off on the weekend. So that's a big player that's going to be missing in their midfield for them, because he's there. I think he plays in the 8th position. Mane, the young kid that they've got on the wing, very tricky, very athletic. He's got a couple of goals in a couple of points they've picked up recently. So then they're not. They're unlucky lucky to be on the 9 points. Their form, some games what I've seen of them this season, They could have easily got a draw or nick to win.
Yeah.
They ended up drawing or ended up losing 2-1. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's deceiving. They got a new manager in. I think it was the former Middlesbrough manager. So they didn't get the new manager bounce. But pick the right team and win. I don't see us starting fast. I've been saying it all season. So let me say something. Let me say the opposite. Start slow. Keep them at arm's length. Keep the crowd quiet at Molineux, as Bobby is Bobby's neck of the woods. And let's just get the win, man. And if we can be 1-2-0 up at halftime, fantastic. If it's 0-0, as a fan base, let's not lose our heads. And let's start losing our heads after 75 minutes. If it is 0-0, because that's when it becomes, if it's 0-0, 75 minutes gone, they will start to go for it a little bit. But what you said, G, they are going to have a mid to low block. They're going to play on the break. They've got pacey players. They don't have Strand Larsen anymore. He's gone to Palace, if I'm not mistaken. So who plays up front for them? They've got Mane and Gomez is out. So obviously Bobby might put something in the chat about Wolves, but it's a must win. Like every game's a must win. We were supposed to beat Wigan. We've got to beat Wolves, and then we've got to beat Spurs, and then we've got to beat Chelsea.
We've got to keep winning.
We've got to keep winning.
Yeah, got to keep winning. No, I hear it. I'm going to come to you, Nick. Obviously, here we've got the Wolves players that are out. T. Gomez is about is a doubt. I mean, if it's not 100%, then we're going to just call it a doubt. 94% fit. Huang is 88% fit. Somebody actually said they're glad that he won't be playing. So we'll soon find out tomorrow night whether he does play. But obviously, focusing on the Arsenal list, you've got Saka 94%, Fury 92, Odegaard 89, Dalman 84, Havertz. I know there was a presser saying that it's a possibility for him to play. We've got hit early March, and Moreno obviously is out for a significant amount of time. I mean, looking at this list, I mean, would you personally risk any of them and start them in tomorrow night's game?
Yes.
Starting, not for me. No. Okay. I would maybe bring them on to finish.
Okay.
That's kind of where I'd go. I'd bring them on at the end to get them some minutes and help them get up to fitness, because the intensity might have gone out of the game if we've done our job. So Saka, I feel like I want to see Saka at 100 for Spurs if we can get to that point, you know. And I'm quite happy with Nketiah. If we can use Calafiori or Miles to lighten the load for either midfield or left back, if we've done our job. Great. I think this is all line-up dependent. This is all intent dependent. And I just want to see Arsenal go for it. I do want us to see us go for it, so that we are, 60 minutes onwards, we're kind of going, come on, Arteta, we've got Tottenham, make some changes, because we've got, because I feel like this could be a 3-0 depending how we go for it, if we go after them. And so it would be nice to be able to bring on Saka, and all he can do is run out his winger and we're 3-0 up, and, there's less in it. Wolves have had the stuffing knocked out of them, and you can bring on Calafiori, you can bring on Odegaard for a bit of a tune-up and a bit of a confidence, So, no, I would definitely be bringing on the back end.
Cool. Brenny, I'll come to you. Obviously, now on the screen, for those of you who are listening and not watching, we've got the Arsenal lineup and formation prediction. So we've got Raya in goal. We've got a back four of Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Hincapié. Midfield three of Subamendi, Rice, and Eze, and then we've got a front three of Saka. So predicted is that he does start. Martinelli on the left and Gyökeres. I mean, looking at obviously the players that are slight doubts, looking at obviously the magnitude of the game, this gives us an opportunity to go 7 points clear. Looking at that lineup, I mean, what would your feeling be if this is the lineup at 7 p.m. tomorrow night? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Whatever you don't like about it, what would you change?
I like it. Guys. I do like it. But for me, there would be a couple of changes. I would, I'd bring in Norgard for Zubimendi, because I've been happy with Norgard's performances whenever he has come in and done a job. Okay. And I said yesterday, what was it? It was yesterday. Yeah, it was. I was talking to a couple of mates yesterday about with Norgard's performances. it deserves a league start. And plus, Norgard's probably thinking, oh, in case we win the league, I want a league medal. It's 5 games, isn't it? It's 5 games, including substitute appearances. But I think Norgard for Zubimendi. I think Zubimendi's done well recently. You got to play Rice, but Zubimendi, I'd want him tip-top shape for Sunday. Yeah, I'd have him start on Sunday. So it'd be Norgard and Rice for me. Eze would keep his place. Saka for me, no. But I would love to see him come on as a sub. I'd love to see Noni Madueke because he's playing now. So the more starts he has right now, considering Saka isn't 100% fit, I think that would become, because I would not be shocked. I would not be shocked tomorrow if Noni does start and he came out with a goal and assist. Yeah. I would not be surprised. And Gyökeres, I was told that Gyökeres and someone else, I don't know if it's not Rice, is it? Someone, I think if Gyökeres gets a card tomorrow, I think he misses the Spurs game.
Okay, wow.
If he gets a yellow, I think there's a Bobby can and probably.
I don't think that's the case because it's over halfway through the season.
It's only what I read, Ali. You know what I mean? It's only what I read, and someone mentioned. I hope I'm wrong because I wouldn't want that at all. You know what I mean? Yeah. So yeah. But then again, who wants to get cards? As long as we're card free tomorrow, it'd be great. So yeah. But for me, it'd be Noni for Saka and Norgard for Zubimendi, but I'm happy with the other 9.
No problem. I'll come to you, Neil. Obviously, same question to you. If that's our lineup 7 p.m. tomorrow evening, how would you feel? What would you like? What you don't like? What would you change?
I like it. Like it a lot. I think Eze getting extra minutes. I see Eze starting against Tottenham because he ripped them to shreds last time, so I see him starting. I don't mind Saka starting tomorrow. Get some minutes in his legs, get some confidence. I don't mind him starting tomorrow, but then either way, I don't really mind if Madueke starts either. It doesn't really bother me in that situation. I like Martinelli, give him some minutes because I think we need to keep Trossard for Tottenham.
Okay.
But for me, in the end of the day, go out, get the win. We should be smashing them tomorrow. I don't want any excuses. I don't want us to start slowly. I want us to go at them, go hard at them. I want to be 4-0 up in the first half again. I'm done with this. I'm done with this slow ass football in the first half, and then we try in the second half. And I'm done with it because I'm going to be one of those guys melting down in the first half in the WhatsApp group if it's not, because I'm literally going to be swearing and calling every player out if that's not.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, like I said,
it's how passionate we are.
Yeah, like I said at the beginning of the show, there's rational G Talks Arsenal. Once upon a time, I actually changed my on X to G Rants Arsenal. Those were dark days. So, but yeah, tomorrow night is one of those games where we've just got to win. Like there literally can be no excuses. Even if we were to go a goal down, even if God forbid we were to get an injury or two, like it's just we're first place, they're 20th. We outscore them. We out-possession them. There is just no excuse.
Table doesn't lie at this stage.
Yeah. Our bench walks into their starting 11. Do you know what I mean? And arguably, our reserves, some of our young players would compete.
Max Dowman plays for them.
Yeah, exactly. So this is not a moment where tomorrow night, come 10 o'clock, if things don't go well, that I'm going to be sitting on the reaction and going, you know what, there's this, there's that. No. There will be no excuses. No. So I completely...
I don't even care if there's a tornado that hits their stadium and we have to stop and we're 5-0 down. I want to win the game 10-5 by the end of the game. There is no excuse here. I do not want an excuse. Mate, I'm telling you.
Rugby.
I agree. We've reached the stage where I always say it's either the madness or the marvelous that is Bobby's peoples and they're starting 11s. Now, obviously, we heard just recently from obviously Brenny and Neil, so I'm going to go right back to the top now with Coach Ali. You can kick us off. So you have a starting lineup to rate out of 10 and give me your reasons why. And that lineup is Raya in goal, back four of White, Saliba, Gabriel, Hincapié, midfield three of Norgard, Rice, and Eze, and a front three of Saka, Madueke, and Gyökeres.
Does Timber need another rest?
Up to you, my bro.
It's not a bad shout.
I don't think Timber knows what rest is.
No, he's a machine, isn't he?
Man.
He runs
So
and he
I'm gonna
sleeps.
give
He doesn't sleepwalk. He sleep runs. He's
Yeah.
you know.
If I saw this lineup, I'm happy with that defense. I don't want Norgard starting. I need Zubimendi in this game. Rice needs to be at the 6, Zubimendi in the 8, Eze in the 10, and I'm happy with that front three. So I'm going to give that a 8 out of 10.
Cool, you heard it here first. 8 out of 10.
Because the thing is, if Norgard starts, I'm calm. That's why I've given it an 8. But me personally, if you're asking for my lineup, I don't mind Timber getting an extra couple of days rest, and he's on the bench for this game. And then I want Zubi to play 60 minutes. And as the panel has said, I want take him off once we're 2-3-0 up, and then bring on Norgard for half an hour, 40 minutes, depending on the game state. And we also have to remember Saka only played 45 minutes against Wigan. So the likelihood is he will probably start tomorrow.
Yeah. Cool, no problem. Nick, you've got Raya in goal, back four of Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Hincapié. Timber gets no rest for this gentleman. Midfield three of Norgard, Zubi, and Rice. And then you've got front three of Madueke, Trossard, and Gyökeres. Yeah,
so I think because we're so angsty, right? We want silverware, and we're like, we've got to go strong, got to get the 3 points. But in all honesty, first versus 20, you should be able to look at it and go, right, I'm going to rotate a few. So I don't mind seeing Norgard in but I feel that midfield is too defensive for this 100%. Game.
I agree.
So you would be dropping one of them. You'd be resting one of them, and maybe resting Rice would be my preference to rest, because I'm thinking if you dominate the midfield versus Tottenham, you win. So it is kind of like I would be subbing Rice on for Zubi in the last bit or somebody else, but I'll be trying to give them as minimum minutes as possible. The Trossard, I think, and also Eze. Eze has to play for me. So this is one of the reasons why I'm marking this down. You've got to build on that left 8 performance, because I want Eze, like, you're taking his red meat away from him and then letting him loose against Tottenham. You know, we found lightning and struck. Let him build on that. Let him go and have a 60 minutes superstar showdown. Yeah, and then let him loose at White Hart Lane. So you've got to build on that. This is what I was calling back maybe 3 or 4 streams ago. I was saying we've just got to build Eze up for White Hart Lane. Up front, it's that. Who do you want to play against Tottenham? Trossard or Martinelli? Who's going to give them more? And do you remember I said a few streams ago, I never know. It's like a flip of the coin
between the two.
Who you're up against Porro, aren't you? We're talking about, and who's going to give Porro? I think Martinelli might be keeping more honest. So maybe that is the right call. So I'm going to give that. Sorry, a bit long-winded. I'd say that's nearly there. I would say 7.
No problem. Brenny, you have a starting 11 of Raya in goal, back four of White, Saliba, Mosquera, and Gabriel. So they've gone a little bit left here, putting Mosquera in at centre back and Gabriel playing on the left back. You've got a midfield three of Zubi, Rice, and Eze, with front three of Saka, Martinelli, and Jesus getting a nod over Gyökeres.
Gabriel. So that's more as Gabriel at left back.
Yeah. I mean,
no.
Oh, bro, they got really creative on this one, Bobby.
It's either the madness.
They got really creative on this.
One of the two.
That's
they've got to roll them a little bit thinner, haven't they? That's too much.
Hey.
Gee. Where's Clay Davis now? No, that's like putting water in your cereal. Come on, man, you can't.
I like that.
You know what I mean? You can't do that, man. Jeez. Nah, that has to be a 7, not just because of that, but Jesus. I would start Gyökeres, and the reason why I would start Gyökeres ahead of Jesus because I feel with Gyökeres, if he can get a couple of goals tomorrow, I think that will stand him in good stead for him to bang another couple of goals on Sunday.
Yeah.
Whereas Jesus, he could get a couple tomorrow night, but then if you start him at White Hart Lane, you just don't, as much as I love Jesus, you don't know what you're going to get from him.
Yeah.
Because I feel Gyökeres in recent weeks has shown quality.
Yeah.
And I want to see more of it as well.
Yeah.
So for me, that's just you know what? It's got to be a 6 for me. And I can't say Gabriel left back. No.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
I thought it was Gabriel from the. I thought it was Gabriel from the academy. I'm thinking that can't be Gabriel.
Yeah, no, I hear it. I thought 7 was a bit generous. 6, I think with Gabby in that left back and then Jesus over Gyökeres, I think it can't get more than a 6. But each of their own. Neil, you've got Raya in goal. You've got a back 4 of Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Hincapié, a midfield 3 of Zubi, Rice, and Eze. Front 3 of Madueke, Saka, and Gyökeres. I quite like this one.
Yeah,
man. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't care if they play Ariza Balaga at left back, mate. We should be tanning these guys. Like, I know I'm being overconfident here, but like, I'm so like, we should not even be debating what result we get tomorrow. However, I really like that team. I like the defense like that. I think Hincapié has grown on me massively. Yeah, he's a very, very good player. Zubimendi, Rice, Eze, I think that's how it will start. Madueke, Saka, I have no issues with that. Saka playing on the left, Madueke on the right. Happy with that. I'd be really happy with that, actually. And Gyökeres has to play. I want him. I do not want Gabriel Jesus starting any game till the end of the season, unless it's a cup game. I want Gyökeres to start. He is our main man this season. I want him. I want him to headbutt Van der Ven in the head on Sunday. But no, look, I think
while he's scoring, putting them both in the back of the net.
Exactly. Just put his boots straight through. I want him to put his boot straight through the ball and Van der Ven's head as well. But no, look, on a serious note, let me rush through it. Really, really happy with that lineup. I would score that. I would probably switch Madueke out with Trossard or Martinelli, but again, I would score that a 9.
Yeah, good team. Coming to you now, Coach Ali. You've got Raya in goal. You've got back 4 of Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Hincapié. Midfield 3 of Zubi, Rice, Saka in the 10, with a front 3 of Madueke, Martinelli, and Gyökeres. Again, I quite like this one.
At first glance, I didn't realize Saka was in the 10. At first glance, I was going to say 6 or 7.
Yeah,
because I don't want to see Madueke, Martinelli, and Gyökeres in the front 3 at the same time. But with Saka in the 10, what I saw on the weekend, I don't know if you picked it up on the screens, is Saka would then drift, and then Madueke and Jesus would become a 2 up front, and then Saka would drift out into the right wing space. So that could definitely work on that side of the pitch. I'll give that a 8 out of 10 because Saka is that technical guy that can play in the wing positions and rotate with Madueke, Martinelli at any time. So that works. That's another reason why Saka in the 10 for me going forwards into next season. I would be, I don't know what Bobby thinks, but I'd rather, if Saka ends up being a 10, you've got Havertz and Saka in the 10 position and Eze, and then go get another right winger and get a left winger rather than a creative midfielder and just get Buadi and just go like that. Because like Brenny said earlier, Saka's got all the attributes to play in the 10 now. And what G said on the stats about the free kicks and not getting enough goals from free kicks, direct free kicks, is because we don't get fouled in those areas to take shots at goal. That's the reality. If you go and look at our season, if you go and look at every game, we get free kicks out wide. We don't get anything through the center. So how are we going to take direct free kicks, boys? It doesn't make sense. But with someone like Saka, he proved it against Wigan. Turn, go, free kick, central. So we would get more opportunities to score free kick and for Declan Rice to have a couple of shots if someone like Saka was in the 10 position over an Odegaard any day of the week, to be honest.
Okay, cool. And the last lineup we have before we get on to like score predictions and etc. I'll come into you, Nick. You've got a lineup of Raya in goal, the back four of Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Hincapié, midfield three of Norgard, Rice, Saka in the 10 again, and then we've got a front three of Madueke, Jesus, and Gyökeres.
I admire the creativity. I do. I just no. It's a poop sandwich, isn't it? It's like just put that on the fridge. Well done. And no, I like certain elements. You know, like as we were saying, because the thing about Saka in a 10, one of the things that Saka is really blessed with is taking a ball under pressure, instant control, and moving in tight spaces. He's learned that on the wing. It's something he's really effective. Slightly inside, it just adds another dimension, doesn't it? So I do like that. I just don't feel, I don't want to see too much experimentation to start with. So I just feel like, you know, Norgard is a brilliant, I really can't say how much I really rate him. But Norgard and Saka in the midfield, I want.
We need legs, a bit more legs.
Yeah. And then I feel like Jesus doesn't really add that much on the left because we're thinking of a different Jesus, not the Jesus we've got right now. And so, for me, I would say that's about a 6. But I do like the ideas. I do like what they're thinking about and what they're trying to do there.
No problem. Obviously, now we've kind of looked at, we previewed, obviously, the game tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Now it's time for score predictions. But first of all, just want to big up Bobby in the background. Always kind of overseeing, making sure I'm doing a good job. Big up Bobby. Can't wait to have you back. Obviously, I want to big up everybody who's watching, everybody who's put in the comments. If for whatever reason you haven't subscribed to the channel, you haven't liked tonight's video, please do that. We're on 323 subscribers, so it'd be good if we could get a couple more by the end of the stream. So please head over to our YouTube, click subscribe, and click like. Now we're at the point where we're going to do our score predictions. If you're watching, and there's almost 100 of you watching, please could you drop your score predictions into the comments, and I'll bring them up whilst the lads are going through theirs. We're going to start with what order was it? I think it was, well, it's kind of messed up because now, it was Brenny. It was Brenny, Neil, and then I'll go back to you two at the top. So Brenny, can I get your score prediction for tomorrow night's game?
Yeah, you know what? Yesterday I went for a 2-1, but I've slept on it. And I'm thinking, you know what? I'm going 3-1. I'm going 3-1. Only because you know Wolves going to be fighting, and I feel that we probably may give them a consolation. So I'm going 3-1. 3-1 tomorrow.
Okay, so 3-1. So you've heard it here first. Brenny's going for a 3-1 away win to the Arsenal. Neil?
I'm going for a 5-0. If we don't beat these men 5-0, I'm going to lose it. Hundreds, mate, hundreds. Honestly, if we don't beat them 5-0 or above, I'm going to be so angry. I want a statement of it. I literally want a statement victory. I want to go out there and show them why they're bottom of the league and going to get relegated because we're top of the league. We have to. 5-0. We're going to absolutely destroy them, and I think 3 in the first half, 2 in the second half.
No problem.
This is what we get when Dodsy's had a day off.
Mate, telling you.
It's half term, isn't it? It's half term, isn't it? So it's all good. He's enjoying his half term.
Right.
Oh my God.
Over to you, Coach Ali.
Oh, is it Geeks?
Geeks, you can go. I think Coach Ali still wants some time to think about this one.
Yeah,
I do feel like on behalf of the football takeover,
I'm not sure right now.
On behalf of the Football Takeover, we have to point out that that is a punch bag by Coach Ali and not someone who's put their penis on the lens.
That's correct. There you go.
I'm going 3-0, boys. 3-0.
3-0.
Oh my
3-0.
god.
I'm going 3-0. I think how we start, we can. Now you've seen it, you can't unsee it.
Oh,
Right?
mate, honestly. I'm going to shut my right eye.
I'm punching that bag if we don't win tomorrow, boys. There's a few bags here, but this is the
I
only
do
one in shot.
apologise. This is my last appearance, so thank you,
It's
everybody.
I've just been clipped nicely.
3-0. I think we're going to be. I want to see positivity, get the game done, and everyone's in slippers come the 70th minute.
Nice. And it's over to you now, Coach.
I saw Bobby's comment, and he took my score, and I think it's going to be 2-1 Arsenal.
How much? How much?
2-1
A
Arsenal.
little bit of reverse psychology and a little bit of. I would love it to be 3-4-5.
Ellie, did you tell me 2-1?
I said 2-1. The way we are playing and the way we play against low blocks is going to be away from home, under the lights. This is like a Stoke City without the long throw-in. That's what tomorrow's going to be. 7 points clear is the
It's a mission.
the job's still clear, by the way. We need to win, and we need to win well.
Yeah.
But the reality is, I was extremely disappointed in our performance at home against them. So what's changed? What's going to change? Are we going to play? They've improved a little bit. Are we going to change our way of playing and be aggressive? I hope so. I would love us to be 5-0 up at half time, but it's not going to happen. And if it does, it'll be a great clip. But I'm going to go 2-1. In what Bobby, word for word, in a hard-fought game. And I hope it's the opposite.
Ali, you need to block me on WhatsApp tomorrow, mate.
I prefer not to speak right now.
I hear it.
If I speak, I get into trouble.
I'm gonna go with comfortable, but not run away with it 2-0 win. I think we'll get one in the first half, and I think we'll finish them off in the second half. And I think we will probably noticeably take our foot off the gas. We might go on to get a third, but I don't think we'll concede, but I think we'll win the game comfortable. I think the fan base will be wanting 3, 4, 5s, but I'm just not sure we're going to get into those gears to get that. So I'm going to go with a comfortable 2-0 win. So yeah, that kind of brings us to the end of the show. Go on, Ali.
You say that about being comfortable and going through and not going through the gears, but goal difference could be very vital.
Could be.
So we need to keep going through. If we do end up going 2-3, like Doddsy said, 4, 5, 6, please. Because at the end of the day, goal differences could play a part here. So tomorrow's a chance to go 8 points clear, not 7 in my head. That's how I would coach my team. That would be my speech before the game to the players. Yeah. We want to win at all costs, but if we do start taking the lead and so on and so forth, again, whether it's all going to play a part. If it's windy, blustery conditions, it's going to play a part. Long ball, swirling winds, etc. So as long as we win, that's the most important thing. But pick the right team. We've got a strong team. Fantastic news that Havertz might be around the corner. Odegaard hopefully back on the bench for the weekend. And we've got Ben White and potentially Calafiori in tomorrow's squad as well on the bench. So, or starting, whatever may be the case. So we're in a clean bill of health, to be honest. Max Dalman has even got a shout. So if the percentages are high on the fitness, then you know they're touching distance to hit the squad or the starting 11. Eze, I would love you to be man of the match tomorrow with Gyökeres getting a hat-trick.
Be needed, isn't it? Right, we've reached the stage of the show where obviously we're going to say our goodnight. So, Bobby, can you give our guests the stage to let the people know where they can be found?
Yeah, thanks for having me on again, guys. And you can find me on my own channel, Brendan K74. Doing pretty well at the moment, especially with the shorts and getting some of those getting over 2,000 views for a couple of them. And thank you for support on here. And please like, share, subscribe to Football Takeover. Please like, share, subscribe to my channel as well. And big up to everyone in the chat today as well. And Dave Loveday, big up to you, my old friend. I did see you in there. And also you can catch me on X, Instagram threads as well. And yeah, big up to you all.
Likewise, thank you for having me on the show as usual. Always have a fun time with the panel. Really good bunch of guys and knowledgeable as well. And yeah, thank you to everyone who tuned in to watch. You always catch me on Football Takeover or in the Discord. Do sign up to that. Again, a huge amount of people in there have a really good knowledge of Arsenal Football Club. So it's always good to have them. But yeah, thanks for having me on.
You've been on mine as well.
And Brenny. And big up on Brenny.
And big up Brenny, the Brenny 74K channel. Absolutely, the big Brenster. Get over there and subscribe. You can find me on page 7 of the Victoria's Secrets catalogue. I had to shave my leg for that.
Nice.
So that when you just see
Vicky was happy with that.
That's me. Okay.
Yeah.
And you'll
Lucky
find me
we're
here
not
on
at a
Football
stage where
Takeover.
we're not going to be monetizing this.
And you can find me here on the Football Takeover. If you've not liked, shared, and subscribed,
if it is monetized, yeah, it's Victoria's Secret, so we won't know about it.
Yeah, sponsor us.
Lord of mercy. Oh my God. I hope Bobby's laughing and crying in backstage. But yeah, YouTube, Football Takeover, X, TikTok, Instagram, Football TK Over. So please do give us a like, subscribe, and do share our content. We will be growing, and yeah, let's keep it moving.
Oh no!
Please put G-Talk's love
Hold on, wait. We're going from Victoria's Secrets to inflatables. What is going on?
Bobby is our leader.
Bobby is
This is absolute jokes. Bobby, yeah, I beg you, don't stitch me up, yeah. Do not stitch me up. So,
extraordinaire.
So yeah, I just want to.
Well, listen, dude, you know Bobby's getting better when he starts doing this.
Oh mate, and you know the joke thing is, the joke thing is, I've already booked my next barber's appointment for Friday.
Oh, Bobby with the bangers. He's giving him all sorts of shapes and form.
All jokes aside, love it. Absolutely love the banter. Really enjoyed the show. Just want to big up everybody. Obviously, Bobby in the background pulling the strings. Want to big up my partner in crime, Coach Ali, and then obviously our regular guests in Nick, Neil, and Brenny. Big up everybody in the comments, everybody who's watching. Thank you so much for your support. It's always massively appreciated. There is a comment here that I'm going to bring up. AFC 777 says, what's the Discord to sign up to? Sorry if I'm out of touch. It's all good, bro. I didn't even know what Discord was till probably a couple of months ago. But Discord basically is it's a platform where we've built an Arsenal community. It's essentially an app, so you've got to download it on your phone. Quick question for you is, are you following me, or do you know of me on G Talks Arsenal on X? Because that's where you can find me. If you know anybody here on this panel, either you know them via WhatsApp. Yeah. Sorry?
It's me. It'd be me from X. Yeah,
okay,
cool. He follows me.
Cool.
So
okay, wicked.
I can help him out there.
Wicked. So AFC 777, just DM Brenny. Brenny will point you in the right direction in terms of my X. All I need to do is send you a link, and then that will give you access. It will be a one-person invite only, and it will give you access to the Discord. We've got over 120 Arsenal fans in there all over the world, and there are various chats from transfer news to injury updates to loan watch, etc. So get in contact with Brenny. Brenny will point you in the right direction.
Message me on X, and we'll take from there.
Yeah, we'll sort it out. We'll sort it out either tonight or first thing in the morning. But yeah, one way or another, it'll be sorted. Now, just some updates with regards to our next shows. So we will be doing a instant. Well, this is all provisional at the moment because myself, Ali, and Bobby need to have a conversation. But provisionally, we're looking like we might potentially have an instant reaction show tomorrow night after the Wolves game, and then also provisionally, we've been discussing a potential preview show on Saturday evening ahead of the North London derby, and then kind of an instant or post-match reaction on the Sunday straight after the game. So. Whatever happens, we will be obviously reacting to obviously this game, and then obviously previewing and then reacting to the North London derby. So we will definitely keep you all posted. Great stuff, thanks guys. So yeah, just message Brenny on X and then we'll take it from there. But yeah, I mean, tomorrow night is a huge game. We don't want to underestimate our opposition, given the fact that it is a bit of a chalk and cheese competition here, given we're top and they're bottom, goals scored, etc., etc. But at the end of the day, we've got to beat everyone who's in front of us, whether they're, striving for Europe, challenging us for the title, fighting relegation. We've got to just
100.
beat everyone who's in front of us, and we've got to approach the game properly. You heard from us, you heard our thoughts. And then, yeah, I mean, let's look forward to the game. Let's hope we get a really good performance. I'm hoping Neil is absolutely bang on. That we're going to absolutely smash them, wipe the floor with them, and get a good kind of 4-5, maybe even 6-0 win. But yeah, that's all from us.
And one more thing, mate. Sorry, just one more thing.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Leeds are going to take points off City. Watch as well. Prediction.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
So big win for Arsenal against Wolves. And then Leeds, hopefully, will take some points off City.
And that'll be on the weekend, so we can discuss that in the Tottenham.
That would be amazing, wouldn't it?
Preview.
That'd be amazing. But yeah, from me, from Ali, Nick, Neil, and Brenny, we're out. Come on, you Gunners. Let's hope we can get the 3 points. Take it easy, people. Have a brilliant evening. Take care. Bye-bye.